What does Sin City have in common with The Walking Dead, Django, and Scream? Think about it. No idea? Well, I'll tell you, all of them feature the work of the legendary Greg Nicotero, the special makeup effects creator whose works you've definitely seen and just don't know it yet. Join me for a look behind the scenes and you'll know what you should watch or rewatch next. This episode, my TiVo Stream 4K did all of the heavy lifting to find your next great show or movie to watch. So don't go anywhere, I got the good stuff here. When my dashboard showed me a special selection of Greg Nicotero content, including The Walking Dead for free on TiVo Plus via Pluto TV, I thought that's an incredible idea. I already find new content by stalking the IMDb pages of directors and actors. Why not do the same with the less visible but no less talented crew? And I do love some practical effects instead of CGI. That's probably why I dove in to rewatch The Walking Dead, or at least a couple of the early seasons. Want to join me? Here you can see Greg Nicotero's work on display like never before, because The Walking Dead featured some of the most gruesome and realistic zombies to ever walk on the screen. Greg Nicotero got his first big gig with Day of the Dead, the '85 classic, but nothing there can rival what The Walking Dead had in store for the zombie genre. The very first episode opens up with literally half a zombie, which moved so lifelike it really set expectations high. This was a show that took itself seriously and redefined the genre. The first season was so good, I remember even people who usually hated zombie or horror stuff were opening up AMC to see the hype, then jumping on Reddit to discuss each episode. If you're looking for something a little lighter though, I got exactly what you need. Greg Nicotero's latest big project just ended, and I do want to remind you it exists, and you should put it on your watch list. Welcome to Creepshow, the modern remake of the 80s classic series made by George Romero and Stephen King. Just like the original movie, this new Creepshow series is a horror comedy collection full of cheese with bite-sized half-hour episodes covering mostly anything that goes bump in the night. The show just finished its third season, and trust me, there's a lot of goodies here and a lot of insane effects. Greg Nicotero also directs this one, and it's clear he wanted to pay a respectful homage to Romero and King, while also keeping things fresh. If you love looking for Easter eggs, Creepshow is going to give you a good chance to dust off your horror fun facts. And speaking of teens, I didn't know until I saw it on TiVo that Greg Nicotero also worked on the first two Scream movies. The first Scream is literally my favorite Halloween movie, and since it's almost halfway to Halloween, I figured I could start early and rewatch it again. This movie is more about making fun of slasher movies like Halloween and Friday the 13th, but that doesn't mean Ghostface is any less scary than Michael Myers or Jason. He's just more fun. Also, did you know that the screenplay was originally called Scary Movie? Yes, like that other movie. Thank God Rodriguez didn't take Scream, because otherwise you'd be missing out on one of the best and most underrated movies ever done, From Dusk Till Dawn. From what I could see, Greg Nicotero started his collaboration with Rodriguez right around that time, and what he did for this one is legendary. Think Desperado, but with George Clooney and vampires. This movie is all about a single night when two bank robbers hide out after a hit in a remote strip club in Mexico. Unfortunately for them, vampires also drink there, and what follows is a masterpiece of gore, and it's all practical effects too. That's also why I love Sin City so much. That's right, Greg Nicotero worked on that one too, so no, it's not just a CG fest, but a fine blend between those two arts to make magic on screen. Remember Yellow Bastard? The actor Nick Stahl probably played one of the scariest and most disgusting villains ever put on screen, and we can give thanks to Greg Nicotero for that. From the scar-filled face to the distended belly, Yellow Bastard truly was a despicable sight. Also, fun fact, he wasn't actually yellow on set. Yellow Bastard was actually painted blue so they could isolate and alter that color digitally in post-production. Wonder how that might have looked like in real life. I also wonder what went on behind the scenes in Watchmen too. Next to Sin City, this is my second favorite noir type of movie. And thanks to HBO, it's now also one of my favorite series ever. Greg Nicotero worked as a special effects guru for the Watchmen series, and he's responsible for that fresh new look for Dr. Manhattan. Wondered why Manhattan looks so different but couldn't put your finger on what's off? Hint, it's the finishing touches. The creators and Nicotero decided to keep Dr. Manhattan blue, but chose to make him matte when he wasn't using his powers. Subtle, but effective. That's exactly how I would describe Nicotero's work in Tarantino movies. That's right, he didn't only do zombies and superheroes, he's also responsible for the gore in some of the coolest and campiest Tarantino flicks ever. Case in point, Pulp Fiction. Here, he stabbed Uma Thurman with the needle in one of the most memorable scenes. He also worked on Kill Bill, where you had plenty of gore painting the screen, and Inglourious Bastards. Remember 100 Nazi scalps? Brad Pitt needed that 100 Nazi scalps, so I suppose practical effects had to provide at least some of them. Also, fun fact, you can see Greg Nicotero in a short cameo here. Rewatch the movie and look closer to the flashbacks. He's one of the Gestapo officers killed by Stiglitz. And I'll leave you with one last Nicotero goodie you should definitely add to your watch list. For pure camp and gore, check out Jennifer's Body. And I don't mean in a sleazy way. This Megan Fox flick from 2009 is one of the funnest movies to come out in recent years, and I'd put it up there with From Dusk Till Dawn. If you like black comedy, you'll definitely fall in love with Megan Fox as a cheerleader / succubus eating her way through her classmates. It might look like a horror, but this is actually a smart, feminist, and kind of meta comedy that's a bit like Mean Girls with gore. Another fun fact, the writer Diablo Cody wrote the script for this at the same time she did the one for Juno, which got her an Oscar the next year. Bet you didn't know that. Anyway, I hope you found something good to watch tonight, and I'd love to do more of these special episodes, so give me some ideas. Whose work would you like me to show off here? Tell me, who is your favorite Hollywood creative, from the best practical effects to a director, actor, or even composer, and I'll dive deep to find their best work and share it with more people. Until next time, do hit like and subscribe to this channel. Your support keeps us going. See you later.